Hi guys, it's Ashley. So it's been a minute since I've actually made a video with my face in it. If you didn't already get the hint from the video of the Sheikh Memorial changing of the guard that I did, I am now in Taiwan. I was not visiting. I am now living in Taiwan. And it's been so far a very positive experience for me, and I definitely wanted to kind of give you guys some information about it, and kind of say like, how did I get to where I was. So essentially what was going on was, over the summer I was without a job, and so I was working to get back with the school I was in, trying to get my certification together, but as of at that moment I was not working with them. And so I was having to make sure I had a plan B and all that great stuff. So originally I was slated to go to South Korea, but that actually ended up not working out. And so I started panicking because here's this new school year coming in and I still haven't necessarily found anything yet. And so I went to lunch at a Thai food restaurant, which is, once I think about it now, so ironic. But I went there and my coworker says, well, why don't you do the Taiwan program that I'm thinking about doing? And I said, really? She said, yes, they're still needing teachers. They're still looking for teachers. They sent us an email saying, if you know of anybody else who's certified, like, have them fill it out. So I said, okay, I will. So I called the guy and he says, he's very rushed, and I said, oh no, I said, maybe this isn't a good idea. And if I knew what I knew now, I would have known that's just every day for Taiwanese people. And so he sends me the links so I could get a little information on the program, and I go ahead and I fill everything out. And from there, and the application is, not as lengthy as Epic was. And, I went ahead and I took care of everything, and I was good. And he actually sent me an email back and said, go ahead and start getting this help form done, because if everything goes okay, then if your application is approved, you've already gotten all this done. And at first I was like, yeah, I'll do that. Wait, no, I don't have health insurance. So I'm having to go around and price all this different things. And I just say, it's actually not that bad. But I tell the guy, I said, well, I can't do this. I don't want to spend extra money that I don't have to without knowing for sure if I'm getting approved and if I'm really going to do this program. And the guy says, oh, wait, I thought I had said that your application, like, by the way, a week, 3 or 4 days had passed when I had submitted my stuff. And so he had said, wait, I thought I had told you your application has been approved or something like that. I was like, oh, really? Oh, okay. So then I was running around trying to get everything done, because if I didn't already say, I was in the state of Michigan, not in my home state of Georgia. So I'm, not only having to get stuff, get rid of it in Michigan, but I'm also having to go back down to Georgia, because I want the ticket that I get back to be for Atlanta, Georgia, and not Michigan, because there's nobody for me in Michigan. And so I literally have to just give everything away except for clothing. I pretty much give every single last thing that I had in that apartment away. I did not have my furniture, like my heavy duty furniture, like my beds and my dressers and things like that, and sofa. I didn't have that. That was still in Georgia. But everything else I did give away. And it was just me, my clothes, and my 2 dogs. And one of the saddest things also that happened was that I did have to give away one of my dogs, the bigger one, and it was so sad. But she couldn't come, and it would have been really expensive to try to bring her eventually. It really what it came down to is, I could, you can find somebody to watch a small dog, but you can't find anybody to watch a big dog. That's what it comes down to. Why big dogs get no love, I don't know. Anyway, so I get to Georgia, and then it's like it's down to the wire, because I leave in 2 days, and so I'm having to get everything done myself, because my mom is still having to go through her day-to-day, going to work and whatnot. My father lives in Athens, and he's having to deal with his day-to-day, and so I really didn't have anybody that could really help me with the really hard stuff. Well, not the really hard stuff, but really help me with anything. I had one friend who came and helped me get packed, helped me get everything fixed, and it actually was very funny, because I ended up ended up having to give away clothes because we actually went to weigh my bag at a post office, and those people were so sweet. And they had like that little square scale, and I have this big, long, large suitcase, and they actually went ahead and weighed it for me. So I already had an idea that I was so overweight, and so I had to like take stuff out of my bags and anything that I just could not get rid of, which actually only came down to one little bag, but everything else I ended up just giving away more clothes. And that's another thing. When I'm not even making no calls. I really didn't have any money, so I actually didn't have like those huge suitcases. So I actually had to go to a Goodwill. It was the one in Athens, and I had to get both. I got both suitcases for like $30 or $20, and it's the big, huge ones. And they made it all the way to Taiwan. One broke once I got to Taiwan, or I like to say it disintegrated. But other than that, it's good. Like the other suitcase is actually still really good. So there you go. There's your tip. If you be like, Goodwill saves lives. And so I got there, and I've been in Taiwan, since August 11th. So that whole thing really happened in about two and a half weeks, and getting in and getting out. So I had to mobilize very quickly, and so I had my training for a week in Taipei, and then I, came on down to the actual county that I was teaching for. So it was really, like I said, since I've been here, everything has been really positive. Once again, this program is called the Foreign English Teacher Project, I believe. And originally in my head, and I swear I saw it somewhere, that the program was also called Teaching in Taiwan. That would be a problem for an acronym. So, so that's the name of the program. Anybody is free to join as long as but see, in this case, you actually really have to be a teacher. So you have to be certified. So if your certification is expired, get it renewed. And so one of the things that I loved about this program, besides the short application process, was that, they provide you with the ticket. Like, none of this, you pay for the ticket and I give you the money back. No, they actually give us the money for the ticket. You get a $5,000 living allowance. But I will say this, let me warn you, warning, it is taxed, so you keep about $4,100 of it. But once again, let me say this, the cost of living is low in Taiwan, so you can still do a lot with $4,100. The place I'm staying at is only $2,000 extra, and when I say $2,000, that's like, seriously, that's like $60 US. And so I don't care about that. So that's all I pay. And but you don't have to do what I did. You could totally find something for about $41,000 or $5,000 and it still be like really good too. So what else? You get a $9,000 settlement fee, so that's about $300 US. Once again, you're not necessarily having to worry about getting sheets, blankets, and ironing boards and whatever you need and depleting your money funds so soon. So I would definitely suggest, but just be at ease about that. They also even give you reimbursement airfare if you want to bring a immediate family member out. You can do that as well. So yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh, you do have to pay for your visa fee. You have to pay for your visa fee. You have to pay for your visa fee. That's like $80 to $150. I can't remember at this time. The application process, you need to make sure you have 2 recommendation letters, and you probably want to bring some passport pictures for when you need to get your alien or your alien registration card. And you have to learn Chinese. You're gonna have to learn some Chinese if you want to function. Yes, we are in Taiwan, but they are already bilingual pretty much by the time they're in elementary school, because they speak Taiwanese at home most of the time, or people that they're close relationships with, their personal relationship, they speak Taiwanese at home, but officially at job and things like on the job and things like that, they speak Chinese. Am I learning Chinese? Yes, I am, but that's a whole nother video. So, but if you have any other questions that I can't think of to hit, or if you want like more of the application process, definitely can give that to you. But I'll say this again, this program is mainly for real teachers, meaning you actually have some papers to your name, like you actually, you know, are certified. And I need to emphasize this. You are not teaching in Taipei, New Taipei City, Taichung, Kaohsiung, even maybe Hsinchu. You're not teaching in those areas. You are teaching in the rural areas. I know with programs like EPIC and things like that, you have the opportunity to teach like in a more populated city. This one, no, you really are teaching in the rural areas, the countryside, because they are trying to bring everybody have their fair shake at learning English. So, and that's why they're recruiting people like, you know, us to come in, and you go and you teach at these rural schools. Yeah, the rural schools. So if you think you're gonna be living there, I mean, you can decide if you want to live in Hsinchu or Taichung and whatever, that's fine, but you're just gonna have to commute to your school. And being that most of the time it takes a second for you to get a ride, you know, like in terms of buying a car, a used car, buying a scooter, your first year you may want to stay near your school. So anyway, that's all I've got for right now. So like I said, any questions, just put it in the box for me, and I'll definitely try to get to it. As for the hair stuff, if I think of anything that I want to add about hair, I definitely can. I definitely will. But right now, I'm pretty much done with experimenting with hair products. It's all one and the same, and you know, my hair has gotten too long to be try to buy samples, and I'm not trying to spend $1 million on hair products. So that is, you know, how all that worked out with the hair. But that doesn't mean I won't ever do a hair video again. It's just saying that as of right now, I'm just not really focused necessarily on reviewing products. So sorry, but hopefully I'll have more videos to come, because yeah, I have more time on my hands now. I say that very loosely. So anyway, I will definitely talk to you guys later, hopefully so. And like I said, any questions, just inbox me. And I'll put the link, if I can try to find a link to the program, I'll definitely do it. And don't worry about if it says Michigan, Illinois, and something else. Like, everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome to join this program as long as you're certified, okay?